Hope you're doing awesome. I'm finding that a lot of us are tight in our shoulders and the back of our neck. And the reason is all the hunch forward position stuff we're doing. Plus it's getting cold out, so we're tending to get a little shruggy in our shoulders. So today's functional flow is all going to be about opening up those shoulders, opening up the back of the neck, getting our chin up a little bit higher, and hopefully taking out any tension headaches, which some of you might be having. So we're going to start feet shoulder width apart, nice big body circle. So reach it out. Just a nice easy 4 in one way. Let's take it 4 in the other direction. Fantastic. We are going to, just nice and easy, grab that elbow, pull it back. Instead of just pulling it back, I want you to just tilt over a little bit to the side. So feel that stretch. Try not to put your neck at a weird angle. If you need to, just pop it down so it's looking at the floor, getting it out of the way. Big breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Beautiful. Always be gentle with yourself coming out of these positions. So I've grabbed my elbow, looking to my armpit. Over we go to the side. Hope that feels as good for you as it does for me. Bring it up. So now we're going to shrug up and down for 3. Bring those shoulders to your ears. I want you to think about being active on the down too. Don't just let it go. Pull your shoulders down to the ground. So make that part active as you're pulling it down. Nice. Now what we're going to do is bring those fingertips together. Some of you might just be able to get to there. Others will be able to get your palms together. This is a fantastic stretch. As you can see, it's just opening up my shoulders, opening up my chest. Really opening up that rotator cuff. All right, let's take those hands, interlace your fingers, squeeze those shoulders back and down, and feel a little bit of a release. From here, feet are a little wider than shoulder width for me. Just going to fold forward. We're holding every position for 3 to 5 nice big breaths. We all breathe differently, but just remember, exhale a little bit longer than you inhale. Beautiful. You can bend your knees and bring yourself back up. Hope everything's starting to feel a little bit stretched out, a little bit opened up there for you. So I've got a couple of props today. We've got the band, we've got the block. I'm going to bring it down. So all I'm going to do is hold on to the band behind me, and I'm just going to lift it up. But what I'm going to do with my legs is a yoga position, and I actually want the back foot turned out a little bit, so not in a straight line, and that's just because the focus is on your shoulders. So I don't want you to be too worried about balance right now. And up and over. I hope you're feeling the stretch in the back of your knee, as well as opening up in the shoulders in the back. Sink a little deeper into it if that's right for you. One more deep breath. Up you come. Let's change it over to the other side. Nice and straight. Shoulders are relaxed down from the ears. We're going to bend forward. Bring it up behind you. Feel how the sides are different, where you're feeling it in your back and your shoulders are different depending on which leg's in the front. Let yourself sink into it as much as is appropriate. And another inhale. On the exhale, bring it back up. Hope everything's starting to open up a little bit for you. From here, what we're going to do is take it down into a down dog. So just nice and easy on this one. We're not in any rush. Walk those hands out. Hands are shoulder width apart. Your weight's being carried by your middle finger and your thumb. We're not pushing down into the base of our palm. Let those fingers carry your weight. And depending on what time of the day it is, it's early for me, trying to get those heels to the ground. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Turn those elbows in. Beautiful. So we're going to bring it down. I'm comfortable in a kneeling position, but you might not be. You can cross your legs if you want, or more comfortably probably is to sit on a cushion or a block. So that's up to you. If you feel that the pressure in your knees starts to get too much for you as we go through different shoulder positions, remember you can prop up those hips, whatever way is appropriate. All right, so I'm just going to tuck my chin, round my back, so it's a seated cat-cow. So I'm thinking about bringing my belly button in, shoulders are rounding, spine is opening to the back, and on the exhale, bring your chin up, opening up the chest, dropping that belly button forward. Exhale. Inhale. I don't know how everybody's feeling. Maybe it's because my shoulders are tight. But I'm definitely feeling this cat-cow more in my upper back, upper shoulders than I normally do. Normally it's all in my lower back, but this position is giving me a lot of range of motion in my upper back and the back of my shoulders. Nice work. We're going to do it 2 more times. Just really think about spinal mobility, bringing everything forward and bringing that belly button in, and then change it over. Gorgeous. So we're going to do dolphin, and we are actually going to do it from a down dog position. So there's a way to modify this, but I actually think we're just going to bring our weight down onto our elbows. Whew, feel that stretch. My top of my head is not touching the floor. I'm supporting my weight with my elbows in a triangle position, fingertips together. So this is the modification for those of you who need it. And of course, from this position, it's a lot easier to let that forehead fall down. Big breaths in and release. From here, we're going to thread the needle. Now, please remember, for some of you, you're going to pop that head onto the block. If you've got a lot of tension in your upper back and your shoulders, this might be the best way for you to stretch it out. I'm going to show you how to go a little bit more in depth into this position if it's right for you. That head is down. What I'm going to do is take my other hand. I'm just going to hold my wrist still. So my arm's not moving. I'm holding my wrist still. What I'm doing is pulling my shoulder away, my right shoulder away from my right hand's on the bottom, and I'm pulling my right shoulder away from the wrist. So it just increases the stretch in the back of your rhomboids. And a lot of us tend to hold a lot of tension in that area. I'm going to do it on the other side. Again, with the block, if that's right for you. You're looking for a slightly bigger stretch. Gorgeous. Let's bring it up. From here, we're going to bring it forward into a little baby cobra. So fingertips are pointing forward, elbows are pointing back, top of my feet are grounded, And then on the inhale, I'm going to keep my elbows tucked in, my shoulders are pulling down. And this is it. Just feeling a little bit of tension in the lower back, but not too much. We're not going to force this one. Beautiful. I'm going to roll it back. Forehead down. What I'm going to do is walk my hands to one side, pull my right hip down away from my right hand. Keep that hand grounded so I can create the stretch in my lats. You should be feeling this tug under your armpit. Walk it back to center. Walk your hands to the other side. And so this is where you should be feeling the stretch, focusing. Beautiful. Let's bring our heads up. Take those hands behind your back and open up. If you're comfortable to do so, bring that gaze to the ceiling and let your chest open. We're going to bring our head forward, nice and easy. Release the tension out of your shoulders and squeeze it up if this is right for you. For 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. Oh, you're doing awesome. I'm going to bring us out of this position just to relieve the tension on our knees. Bring it on over to your back. So what we're going to do is bring ourselves up into a bridge. Hands are going to clasp together, and we're going to move our shoulders in behind our body. So let me demonstrate that. Raise it up. Bring those hands together. Some of you, this might be more than enough stretch. You can hang out right here. If this is right for you, do not force your shoulders. But for some of you, you're going to be comfortable getting those shoulders to tuck in behind you. And what I want you to do is push down with those hands. So of course your glutes are squeezing, keeping those hips up nice and strong. Hands are pushing down. Let that chin tuck in, that's okay. Let's go for 5 nice big breaths here. Nice. We're going to let go of the hands. Roll your shoulders out. One by one, just everything nice and even on the ground. We're going to grab one leg and just take a break from our shoulders for just a second. Push that heel away. Three nice big breaths here. And change it up for the other side. You're doing awesome. We're going to grab the back of those thighs, roll it up. So we're going to do 3 mermaids, and then we're going to do a stretch in this position. So a mermaid is a tuck over. Don't forget to look at the ground. Feel that stretch. Hold it for 3 breaths. Then tuck that hand in, reach it over top. Nice. Then from here, what we're going to do is reach the hand across. All I'm going to do is tuck my chin down to my shoulder. Feel that elongation along the side. Fingertips pressing into the ground by your hip. Big breath in, big exhale, and release the position on the exhale. You're doing awesome. Let's take it to the other side. Who knew they had so much tension in their shoulders? I am definitely feeling this release today. So tuck under, reach, reach, reach. Are we ready? We're gonna grab, we're gonna tuck, we're gonna push our hands down. I just reversed that. Here we go. So I've got my left hand on my right knee. My right hand is pushing down behind me, and my chin is reaching for my left shoulder. Nice big breath. All right. So I'm going to do a half bow and then a full bow. Okay, so everybody just listen to their bodies, see what makes sense for you. Do not push anything. We're going to lie on our stomachs. I'm going to reach behind, right hand to right foot, and I'm going to push my right hip into the ground. Left arm is out for balance, and I'm squeezing it up. So what's happening is my leg is pulling, my foot is actually pulling my shoulder back. You can see that, yes. Feels like a fantastic quad stretch at the same time. Release it down. Take it over to the other side. Reach for the back of your foot. Now, please remember, if you can't reach your foot in this position, it's a great time to use a strap. Wrap it around. Looking at the floor, if it is right for you in your neck, bring your gaze forward. Push, push, push. Push that hip down. All right. For those of you who are feeling like this is enough, go back to the right side and then repeat with the left side. If you're looking for a little bit more intensity, grab both feet, bring it up. Keep your gaze at the floor in front of you. Should be resting your weight between your belly button and your pubic bone. Try to get up off the rib cage. And of course, breathing deeply. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Relax those legs first. Head comes down. Release. Beautiful. We're going to reach it up. Depending if you're into yoga or Pilates, this is a cobra or a swan. Beautiful. Bend those knees. Release into a child's pose. Bring your hands together. Bring them behind your head. You can point your fingertips to the ceiling. You're just going to get that little bit bigger stretch. Pull your tailbone away from your forehead. Beautiful. Bring it down. We're going to reverse. pointing forward. This is a modification. Legs down, chest. See how those elbows are pointing directly behind me? Don't have them pointing out, point them back. Squeeze those shoulder blades a little bit as it supports you. Now, this might be a lot for some people, so hold it right there. If you're looking for a little bit more, those hands are going to fall to your feet. Your gaze to the ceiling. Remember to be nice and strong in the glutes in this position. Protect that lower back. And deep breaths. Beautiful. Contract the core. Lift up. Bring it down. All right. I'm going to leave you with little shoulder circles. I hope you're feeling like the tension has fallen away from you. Nice deep breaths, and I'll see you next time. All right.